quick bit about us, London South East. We're one of the UK's largest private investor portals. 1.1 million people use us every month, and we bring together lots of information about shares, news, and of course we have very infamous chat forums as well. We big advocates of the UK Shareholders Association, and I'm proud to present Harry, who's going to say a few words about it.
That's our supporters at the front. All right. Are there any at the back? No? Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is quite an influential show, I think, and it's good to see a room pretty well full. I looked at that huge room downstairs and thought, my God, I hope I'm not speaking there, because if it's half empty, it must be like speaking in a theatre with with the crowd. Anyway, now I want to tell you a little bit about UK Shareholders. This is broadly what we do. It's an association of private shareholders, individuals who buy and hold and sell their own shares of different types, which I'll mention in a few minutes. But we have a regional structure. London South East is by far the biggest. That's not surprising, because we're a lot of our members are living in the, I won't call it the stockbroker belt exactly, but quite a few of our members live 1 hour or so out of London, so can get into town for meetings and briefings, which we have a lot of during the year. So London South East is by far the biggest of the regions. What do we do? Well, now, we campaign for your shareholder rights. We give you direct access to company directors through briefings and meetings. We help you make better investments, and that is mainly through group discussions where, for example, I'm chairman of London South East, and we have a regular monthly meeting in Croydon, and we have a lot of very knowledgeable people there, some accountants, some with quite big portfolios, and we discuss the shares we like and the shares we don't like. So that helps us and would help you, if you became a member of UXA, to have perhaps better investments, although it's your choice in the end, isn't it? We invite you into a community of like-minded people. Well, I guess there are many of them like me with grey hair and quite a lot of experience and background, and perhaps represent, in some cases, the bank of mum and dad. We also publish a bi-monthly newsletter which has quite detailed articles on the market, on investing, and on policy issues as well. So at the bottom there, you'll see a picture of one or two of us with the city as a background. And I would like to just reiterate what it says there, that many private investors buy individual company shares rather than trusts. So there are plenty of our members who do buy into trusts and bonds and so on. But there are a vast number of investment trusts and funds to choose from if you don't want to study individual companies, which is what we like to do. Now, what else does UXA do? Well, we have a policy team, and we have some very experienced people there, and we respond to government and institutional investment issues. And as you well know, the government produces quite a lot of material, green papers and so on, and there's been one recently on corporate governance, and we responded to that. How quickly the government will respond to that, who knows? That's a mystery. As far as UXA organised briefings are concerned, we have a lot of those during the year, 20 or more, and they are almost always with FTSE 100 to 50 companies. And just to quote a few, HSBC, Hong Kong Shanghai Bank, Close Brothers, BP, Pearson, Assura, PhotoMe, Vodafone. In fact, the gentleman who arranged PhotoMe is sitting in the front here now, listening to me. He'll give me a critique afterwards, what he thinks of my presentation. Vodafone, Standard Chartered, Aviva, Kia, and Young's Brewery. We do like the breweries, and do you know why we like the breweries? Because they give us very excellent service after the meeting, and probably that one in Kent, Shepherd Neame, is the finest of all for that. It's just marvellous. I wouldn't like to think that you will go to an AGM just for what they serve afterwards, but it helps, and we take it as a sign that they do care about shareholders if they look after us. But we also get told tea and biscuits and good afternoon. So we also, I've mentioned already, monthly UXA meetings such as Croydon and Purley Group, of which I chair as London South East, and we discuss many issues, and it's really quite helpful to compare notes on what people think. Now, of the types of investment that our members have, I've got one or two questions that I might throw out to you. For example, who in the room mainly holds bonds? Show. One person, okay, minority of one. Who holds the supposed ideal mix of 1/3 bonds, 1/3 equities, and 1/3 cash equivalents? Now I say supposed. Who holds that mix? Okay, only a few showing me there. Perhaps you're secretive and don't want me to know about your massive holdings. Who holds mainly trusts and funds? There's more people who do that. Yes, yeah, okay. And finally, who holds 80% or more in individual company shares, not funds? You're the majority, and you relate directly to UXA because most of our members have the same view, that we do individual companies. We may have 10 companies, we may have 50, some of our members have 120. Some of our members have portfolios over $1 million, and some of our members have portfolios of under 50,000. Which reminds me of a story. There was a TV program not long ago about... okay. What minute? Yes, good. There was a TV program about day trading, and there was this long interview with this guy, and what do you do? And then at the end they said, well, how much are you investing? He said £10. So I'll leave you on that thought.